Hello and welcome to my workshop. Today we're going to do a milling operation on the mini mill that I converted some years ago now. I've had a lot of requests from people asking me to do more videos with the CNC converted mill, and I will do in this new year, do more work with the CNC converted mill. Incidentally, this job we're going to do is a fairly simple job. It's going to take 5 tool operations, and I will show you how to change the tool and how to redefine the zero with each individual tool as we machine material off this. So it's a piece of solid aluminium bar that's 2 inch by 4 inch by 1 inch, or in millimeters that's 50 by 100 by 25. It's actually a little bit over that size in length anyway. So what we're going to do, the first operation, is to set this piece of material up in the vise in the mill. Okay, so this is my CNC converted mill. It originally was a SIG X2. In the US they are sold under the Grizzly tooling. I think they're also called an X2 there as well. But originally this is made by SIG in China. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our piece of work up in this chuck. Now I don't have parallels, I do have some coming. So what I've got is, this is a piece of Teflon actually. It's a block of Teflon that's 19 millimeter thick, and I've cut it so it's just under 50 millimeter or 2 inches, because I don't want to clamp up onto this. I just want to use this as a level, so a means of getting the material level in the chuck. It's going to be level within a few thou. For this demonstration, it's okay. So we're just going to place it on the top, making sure this is fairly clean. And why I'm using Teflon actually, it won't expand. It doesn't absorb water or the coolant, so you can't use wood or anything like that. Not really successful. So Teflon is what I had around the place here, so that's what we're going to use. So when you're doing a job like this and you want sort of fairly high precision, you've got to make sure everything's clean, because you don't want your material standing on a piece of swarf or something, bit of dirt, and it's going to throw the accuracy right out. Okay, so we'll position that on there. And do the chuck up. Now we'll get something to put in here to do it up a bit tighter. Okay. Also what you need to do is to just settle the material down, although that isn't moving. That just settles the material down, and it's all nice and clamped up tight. Incidentally, you use a plastic or a rubber or leather hammer to do that. Don't use a metal one, certainly on aluminium, because you're going to dent it and put it all out of shape. Incidentally, you'll probably want to see the next video after this, because I put this piece of work together in Fusion 360 by Autodesk, and I have a new program now which is screen capture, so I no longer will be videoing off a screen, so you'll be able to see it a little bit better. This is just some of the improvements I've made this year to my channel, and I hope you like them. Okay, the next operation I'm doing now is to set the 0 point of the program, which is over here on this back corner here. I've got a small pointy tool here, which I'm going to use to bring just over here and set the X and Y position only, which is the start of the program. And that will stay throughout the machining of this whole tool. I won't have to alter it again. The only one we will have to alter is the Z height, because we'll be using different tools. So I'll just put this in position now, and we'll set the 0 in Mach3. As I'm turning this, it's only moving a couple of thousandths of an inch. Very, very accurate. And I know I've got about 5 millimeters of material too much. So that's why I'm going slightly over that way. XX stock, that is. And that's pretty right there. So now I'm going to set the X and Y 0 position. And in Mach3 it's very simply done just by pressing the X and the Y. First of all, we need to get rid of the file that's in there, close G-code. Okay, so we've got the X and the Y set. I'm going to put our first cutting tool in now, and that is to face off the top of the material, and that's a 19 millimeter 4 flute end mill. Now, because this tool has such a large diameter, at the moment I'm on the fast speed, so I require more torque for the motor for this, because it's only a fairly small motor. So I'm now going to swap the speeds to the lower speed to give me more torque. And of course with this we need coolant as well. So we'll direct the coolant onto the tool. But first we've got to set the 0 or the Z height of the tool in relation to the work. Nearly there. There it is. So that's with plus or minus 1/1000th of an inch. So now we set the 0 of the Z in Mach3. And that's simply done just by pressing that. Okay, so now we're going to load our first G-code file. So it's load G-code. Okay, here it is here. Operation 1, 19mm end mill. Double click, and it's in, and it's already set up. So I've had to close the door now, so well, you can't see that. Well, that's a pretty good finish there. So now I'm going to swap the 19mm tool out of there, and I'm going to put a center drill in, and then a drill. So we're going to do two drilling operations now, center drill, and then we're going to drill a hole in the center. Okay, so I've just taken out the 19mm 4-flute end mill, and I've put the center drill in. So you need to center drill the hole, or put a mark there where you want to drill a hole, because a drill will just wander off. So the way you find the Z of this now is a very simple method I've used for a long time. Is I've got a low jog setting in Mach3 set, and now you just get a bit of paper and bring it under the tool, bring the tool down very steadily, and with multiple lights you can see where the tip of the tool is too. You see that? There's like several different shadows, so when the shadows meet, you're pretty well on top of the work. So when you get really close like that, you just move the paper, take it 1/1000 of an inch at a time, and just move the paper until you feel the tool grab. There it is, just grabbed. So just take it back off a bit. That's it there. It's like a weak magnet on it. Just a little bit more. Just grabbed it there. Okay. So I'll show you how now to set the tool height. Okay. This incidentally is the flyout pendant built into Mach3. And you get that onto the screen and make it disappear just by pressing the tab button on the keyboard. Now then, what we're going to do is initially 0 the Z, but we've already machined off 1/2 millimeter of the material. Okay, so we want to go 1/2 millimeter above that. We want to set the Z height of that tool on the original material level. And this is the way you do that. It's very, very simple. Now I've got a low jog setting. I'll show you how to set the jog or alter the jog. So you bring out the pendant, and to set the jog you just alter these. So it's like 15–20% of jog speed. Well, I want to go very low. I want 10%, and I want to go up 1/2 millimeter. So I've got to read 1/2 millimeter on these readouts, on the DROs, digital readouts. Now I've just gone a little bit over there, so you bring out the, and we can slow this down. Even further. Go all the way down to maybe 2%. Bit extreme, but just showing it that you can actually alter this. And so it means we want to go down. Do you know, this is within 1/1000 of an inch. We're going to call that good. So we're going to reset now the Z height 1/2 millimeter above that machined material. Don't forget, we've machined 1/2 millimeter off the top of that material. So the original 0 point is 1/2 millimeter above what the material is there. So we brought the tool down onto the material top and touched it off and set the 0. So now we've brought the tool up exactly 1/2 millimeter where the old material was. So now we're going to set the new 0 point for this tool, and that now is exactly where the old material was, where the original material was. So now we're set right for the program. That is how to change a tool and find the 0 when you've actually machined material away. Okay, so we now put the drilling G-codes in, and there it is there. Now what we must do after doing all this, you must regen the tool paths. Now what that enables Mach3 to do is reconfigure the G-code with the program settings that we just set, and we know now everything is good to go. Everything's right, it's a good practice to have to regen the tool paths. And not only that, if it's slightly off on the drawing here, when you regen it sort of reconfigures itself and it puts it right. So now we'll start the motor up, and wait. So now we'll start it up, and we'll just take that drill in. Okay, same process again. Piece of paper. Just come down. That's it. So I'll show you again that process. Okay. So zero it first time. Then raise it up 0.5 millimeter. That's as good as that. That is so close. That's only within a couple of thou of where we want. This is a test piece. It's okay. So we're going to reset that, which is 0.5 millimeter. The old height of the height of the original piece of material before we decked it off. So now we can machine that, and we have the same program. So all we do is, another thing I want to show you is rewind the G code and regen the tool path. So now we're back to the beginning and we can machine this piece. Okay, this time it's the 8 millimeter 3 flute end mill, and it's exactly the same process. That's it, just grabbed it. So we zero that, and then again take it up 0.5 millimeter. I'll have to slow the jog down. That'll do. There you go. Exactly 0.5 millimeter, and we will set the zero. So something else I want to show you. Now the old program's still in there, so it's really not much point in regenning that one. So we come down here and it's to the close G code bar, and now that G code has been dumped out of the system, and we load the next G code, which is the outside, that one, and then press regen, and off we go again. look at that. It is absolutely perfect. Can you pick that up? Very clean, very nice. This is just an example, really a test example of what you can do with a small converted CNC milling machine. What else can I say? It's beautiful. So, if you've liked this video, please press like, subscribe to my channel. That's a really good thing to do. Come and visit my channel because there's over 350 videos now on both my channels. I have two channels. And on those channels you will see CNC milling, how to convert stage by stage. I did 10 videos on converting this standard manual mill into a CNC mill. I show you everything in great detail. CNC routing on several different machines that I have. I show you how to use the programs, how to operate the programs like Mach3 or AutoCAM or now Fusion 360. In the next video I will show you in Fusion 360 exactly how to put this together and how to do the tool paths in the cam and everything you need to know. A simple job. You've got to start off simple first. Don't jump into doing big complex jobs because you're going to stuff up badly and start breaking tools. And then it's going to get very expensive. So, and I also do quite a bit of wood turning and shop jobs that I do around here. So I think there's something there probably for everybody, you know, everybody's taste. So thank you for joining me, and don't forget, press that subscribe button, and please come back and see me again. So it's bye for now.